Hello everyone, my name is DarKalligraph and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to draw realistic trees. Before I begin, I highly advise that you sit down, get a piece of paper and a pencil out, because this tutorial works best when you're following along. Let's begin! First of all, I'm going to establish the ground where the tree is going to stand on, and we're just going to use the tip of the pencil to do a little hill type shape. Obviously this depends on whatever you're trying to draw, but for me it's going to be a little hill. So first you're going to want to get the main lines of the main trunk in the middle with the pencil, and being relatively light, not pressing too difficult, so you can always change the branches if you want to at any point. And you want to split it approximately twice, although nature isn't perfect, so make sure to split it into 3 every once in a while, and make sure it goes in all sorts of directions. So, also another thing to make sure of is that as you branch out, you make the branches thinner. As you can see there, I'm using my eraser and adding extra little branches. So that's why it's important to write really lightly on the page, so you can easily do that. So continuing to just add more and more branches until we are happy with the shape of our tree. I'm not going to speed this up, you can skip ahead, but this tutorial is intended for you to follow along as I go. So yeah. Now we've got most of the branches done, we can add little twigs, and the twigs are just going to be single lines, and they're going to be everywhere, and this is where we are going to put our leaves around. So make sure to add tons of leaves. If you've ever seen a tree in winter without any leaves, you know that they will have tons and tons of twigs, so that's what we want to replicate here. Just gonna keep doing that until we're happy with the shape of our tree. And now I'm pretty happy with the shape of our tree, so I'm going to begin to add in the texture of the bark. As you can see there with the eraser, I was just defining where the light source was, and as you can see it's coming from the right in real life, so I'm going to use that as a basis. So I'm going to start by defining the dark shadows of the left, and then add these little lines, because that's how bark looks like generally. And then from the left I'm going to shade and slowly get lighter, and then add another little crevice. These lines are where there's sort of like the tree goes into itself, so it's like, it's hard to explain, but that's basically how a tree works. Then I'm going to add the right side, and I'm just going to continue to add these lines and shade it from the left, because the light source is from the right, we want the shadows to be on the left. Here, as we can see, it splits, so I'm just going to do a little Y thing, and I'm going to just continue to shade it until we've gotten the entire thing shaded. Oh, and another thing you want to do is you want to outline the twigs just in a darker line so that they can pop a little more in with the leaves. Now I'm just going to add a few more little twigs, and then we can add more shading afterwards. Okay, can you spot the difference? I have just shaded a bit extra on the left of the trees, the left areas of the trees, because it was looking okay before, but what we really want to do is give the tree a sort of rounded look, because obviously trees are round. So we're going to shade the left side slightly darker than the right side, and there you go. We can begin adding the leaves. In my opinion, this is the most fun part. So you're going to want to hold your pencil at a really shallow angle and then just sort of move it around. And that creates the illusion of leaves. And we're going to do that for the entire tree, and I think it's really fun to do this. So yeah, just mess around with it, and yeah, because obviously drawing each individual leaf, it would be possible, but it would also be really difficult to do. So that's why we're going to do this instead. Here we can see the leaves kind of drape down a little because of gravity, and make sure to follow where the twigs are. Make sure to put the leaves wherever there are branches. That's looking pretty good, although when you look at a tree in real life, you don't usually see much of the branches, so that's why we're going to add a darker layer of leaves on top, just to cover up some of those branches, because when you see a tree, most of what you see is actually the leaves, with the branches just being underneath and showing through in some parts. now our tree is done, I'm just going to add some finishing touches with some grass on the bottom of the hill. Then I'm also going to shade the hill as well as add the shadow that the tree's casting. Once again, it's from the right, so the shadow will be going left. Here is our finished tree. I think I'm pretty happy with it, and I hope your tree is also looking quite good. Now, this video is in support of Team Trees. I highly encourage you to donate to the cause. I think it's a wonderful cause, and yeah, I'm also going to be announcing a little challenge thing, and that is going to be in the next clip. On watching this video, I challenge you to draw a tree and then post it on either Instagram or make a YouTube video about it, or any way that I can access the image. Make sure it is from top down, and use the hashtag draw20million trees. It will be on the screen, and we'll see how many we can get, and by the end of the year I'll hopefully compile all of your submissions. If we get any, it's fine if we don't, but if we do, I'll compile them all together and we'll have a massive collage of trees, and it'll be really cool. And that is going to be all for this video. I really hope you learned something and enjoyed. Have a nice day. Goodbye.